The House will come to order. Please join Representative Basenecker in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the
Flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mr. Shebel, please call the roll.
Representatives Amabile. Representative Amabile is excused. Bacon. Baisley. Representative Baisley is excused. Benavidez. Burnett. Byrd. Representative Byrd is excused. Bockenfeld. Oh. Basenecker. Rep. Bradfield's excused. Caraveo. Representative Caraveo. Oh. Carver. Catlin. Cutter. Doherty. Duran. Representative Duran is excused. Esgar. Exum is excused. Froelich. Geithner. Rep.
Duran
Geithner.
here.
Oh, Duran's on. Okay. Geithner's excused. Gonzalez Gutierrez. Gray. Representative Gray is excused. Hanks.
Here.
Herod. Representative Herod is excused. Holtorf. Representative Holtorf is excused. Hooten is present. Judah. Representative Judah is excused. Kennedy. Kip. Larson. Lindsay.
Here.
Wantine. Luck.
Here.
Lynch. McCluskey. McCormick. McKean.
35, but really 28.
McLaughlin. Rep. McLaughlin. Oh, here. Michelson Janae. Mullica. Mullica is excused. Neville.
Here.
Ortiz.
Here.
Pelton. Pico. Ransom. Rich. Ricks.
Present.
Roberts. Sandridge. Sirota. Snyder. Soper. Representative Soper is excused. Sullivan. Tipper. Representative Tipper is excused. Titone. Valdez A. Valdez A is excused. Valdez D. Van Beber. Van Winkle. Weissman. Will. Williams. Representative Williams is excused. Woodrow is excused. Woog. Young. And Mr. Speaker.
With 53 present, 12 excused, we literally barely have a quorum. Representative Basenecker.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I have a good feeling about this. I move that the Journal of Tuesday, April 5th, 2022 be approved as corrected by the Chief Clerk.
I also have a good feeling about this, Representative Basenecker. The motion before us is the adoption of the journal as corrected by the Chief Clerk. All those in favor say aye. That's good. All those opposed, no. Super disjointed. The ayes were in unison. The ayes have it. The motion's approved. Announcements and introductions. Representative Weissman.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I appreciate your optimism, but even though I love Rep. Basenecker, I didn't have too good a feeling about that last one. Anyway, House Judiciary Committee, we are meeting today at 1:30 in room 107. That's the room in the basement, our usual room. We have 5 bills on our calendar as follows: House Bill 1317, House Bill 1216, Senate Bills 18 and 10, and back to House Bill 1318, 107, 1:30 p.m. Thank you.
Representative Lantin.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Health and insurance members, we are meeting today at 1:30, and we will be in the Old State Library today. We are starting off with House Bill 1233, and our second bill is House Bill 1100. See you there.
Representative Catlin, Representative McLaughlin.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's an honor to serve with you.
Honor to serve with you too, Representative Catlin.
Thank you. Members, we're down here today to remind you of CCI, our Native community. We'll be putting on a Zoom luncheon today to help you know what they do and what they do for the Native tribes and for our Native citizens here in the state of Colorado. It's worthwhile. I would suggest that you get an opportunity, have lunch with them over the screen, and figure out what Colorado is doing with the Native American population.
Representative McLaughlin.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's called Lunch and Learn for a good reason. Come on and have lunch and also learn about our neighbors. Thank you.
Further announcements and introductions, Representative McLaughlin.
Thank you. I have a couple of announcements today. I have been given permission to have Monday afternoon and Tuesday off, so I will miss you, but I will be gone. And for House Education, we are not listening to 12:15 today, but we are listening to 11:46 and 11:55, and tomorrow the schedule is correct. Thank you.
Representative Froelich.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Transportation, local government, this afternoon, 1:30. One bill, 1315 on 211. Thank you.
Representative Catlin.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's still an honor to serve with you.
That's good. It's always an honor to serve with you too, Representative Catlin. It was only about a minute.
I know it, but it
It's
still
good.
is.
It's
It's an honor.
It's good.
Anyway, I've asked for and been granted permission to be absent this coming Friday, April 8th. Thank you.
So approved. I'm not sure if I even have to do that, but so noted. Yep, so noted. Representative McCluskey.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And I just want to say it's an honor to serve with Representative Catlin, as well as you, Mr. Speaker.
Honor to serve
Mr.
with you,
Catlin
too.
keeps us honest.
That's true.
Mr. Speaker, I've been given permission to also be absent Friday, April 8th after 10 a.m.
Man, does anyone say no? Majority Leader Escar? No, I don't want to go there. Representative Mobley.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I also have been given permission to be gone on Friday, April 8th. But if it's a problem,
No,
I would.
I'm not in charge of that, so it sounds great. Representative Pico.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I've been given permission to be absent next week, Tuesday through Friday.
Any more excused absences? Representative Catlin.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's getting to be more of an honor to serve with you. Anyway, I just wanted to make everyone aware that with all of us going to be gone, it must be some sort of a bipartisan get-together somewhere. So I'll be looking for you. Thank you.
What could be more bipartisan than all coming to the floor of the House to do the people's work, you know? Looks like we have a tribute. Oh, but before that, let's go to Representative A. Valdez. Hey, A. Valdez and D. Valdez, you go together.
Good morning, Energy and Environment. We will be meeting today upon adjournment to hear House Bill 1323 and House Bill 1322.
Thank you, Representative A. Valdez. Representative D. Valdez.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, I have a tribute here today, and I ask for it to be read at Lynn.
Mr. Schiebel.
State of Colorado. In memoriam, the House of Representatives convened in the 73rd General Assembly hereby extends sincere condolences and expressions of sympathy to the Ontiveros family on the passing of Mary Ontiveros. Born into a large Mexican-American family with limited means in Pueblo in the 1950s, Mary learned from her parents the importance of a solid work ethic, education, and unconditional love. While neither of her parents completed high school, Mary graduated high school in 1969. With her parents' encouragement and support, she began classes at Colorado State University in 1969, one of a small number of Chicana and Chicano students on campus. Influenced by the marches, vigils, student strikes, and anti-war protests of the times, Mary became involved in student government, serving as a clerk, secretary, and vice president of CSU's student governing body. Having used a combination of financial aid, federal grants, and on-campus jobs, Mary graduated as a first-generation student in 1973. After graduating, she began post-graduation work. In 1975, she began a full-time position at CSU in admissions, responsible for recruiting students of color to CSU and completing her graduate degree a few years later. She eventually spent 51 years at CSU. Over those years, she climbed the ladder in admissions from assistant director, associate director, and executive director to associative vice president for enrollment management. She was CSU's first vice president for diversity, a position she held for 10 years before retiring in 2022, growing the office from a staff of 1 to a team of 10. A trailblazer who served in numerous leadership positions, Mary's contributions and relentless commitment were extraordinary. The members of the House of Representatives expressed their heartfelt condolences to her family, friends, and the Colorado State University community on their tremendous loss. On request of Representative Donald Valdez, given the 6th day of April 2022, State Capitol Denver, signed Alec Garnett, Speaker of the House of Representatives.
Representative D. Valdez.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And members, you may be seated. I just wanted to take this time to recognize Mary and all that she's done, not only for individuals to open up doors and continuing to further their opportunities in education, and how important it is coming from a small community, small town, but also the aspect of furthering education and always moving forward in more ways than one. I know her family is watching at this time, and I just wanted to say my condolences and prayers are with you, and will always be with you as we continue to always further individuals, family, and friends to further their education, whether it be in our own communities and being that mentor, being that leader, and continuing to grow each and every one of us every single day. So thank you, members, for this time, and to the Ontiveros family, God bless. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative D. Valdez. Are there any further announcements or introductions? Seeing none, the next order of business is third reading of bills, final passage. Mr. Schiebel, please read the title to House Bill 1212.
House Bill 1212 by Representatives Ortiz and Williams, also Senator Danielson, concerning the continuation of the regulation of conveyances and in connection therewith implementing the recommendations contained in the 2021 Sunset Report by the Department of Regulatory Agencies.
Majority Leader Escar.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move House Bill 1212 on third reading, final passage.
The question before us is the adoption of House Bill 1212 on third reading and final passage. Seeing no further discussion, Mr. Schiebel, please open the machine, and members, please proceed to vote. For those participating online, Representative Neville, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Neville votes no. Representative Hanks, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Hanks votes no. Representative Luck, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Luck votes no. Representative Lindsay, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Lindsay votes yes. Representative Duran, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Duran votes yes. Representative Ortiz, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Ortiz votes yes. Representative Ricks, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Ricks votes yes. Representative Soper is excused with a $7 fine. Please close the machine. With 54 aye votes, 5 no votes, and 6 excused, House Bill 1212 is adopted. Co-sponsors. Oh, there he is. Please close the machine. Mr. Shebel, please read the title of House Bill 1014.
House Bill 1014 by Representative Judah, also Senator Pedersen, concerning the creation of an epilepsy awareness special license plate and in connection therewith making an appropriation.
Majority Leader Escar.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move House Bill 1014 on third reading, final passage.
Question before us is the adoption of House Bill 1014 on third reading and final passage. Seeing no further discussion, Mr. Shebel, please open the machine and members please proceed to vote. Representative Neville, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Neville votes no. Representative Hanks, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Hanks votes no. Representative Luck, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Luck votes no. Representative Lindsay, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Lindsay votes yes. Representative Duran, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Duran votes yes. Representative Ortiz, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Ortiz votes yes. Representative Ricks, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Ricks votes yes. Please close the machine. With 42 aye votes, 19 no votes, and 4 excused, House Bill 1014 is adopted. Co-sponsors. Representative Duran, Representative Lindsay, Representative Ortiz, co-sponsor. Please close the machine. All right, members, we're still on third reading. Still on third reading. Let's keep it down just a little bit. Mr. Shebel, please read the title of House Bill 1154.
House Bill 1154 by Representatives McLaughlin and Valdez D, also Senator Corum, concerning the creation of a Colorado Rotary license plate and in connection therewith making an appropriation.
Majority Leader Escar.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move House Bill 1154 on third reading, final passage.
The question before us is the adoption of House Bill 1154 on third reading and final passage. Seeing no further discussion, Mr. Shebel, please open the machine and members please proceed to vote. Representative Neville, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Neville votes no. Representative Hanks, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Hanks votes no. Representative Luck, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Luck votes no. Representative Lindsay, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Lindsay votes yes. Representative Duran, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Duran votes yes. Representative Ortiz, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Ortiz votes yes. Representative Ricks, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Ricks votes yes. Snyder. Please close the machine. With 42 aye votes, 19 no votes, and 4 excused, House Bill 1154 is adopted. Co-sponsors. Representative Lindsay, co-sponsor. Please close the machine. Mr. Shebel, please read the title of the House Bill 1241.
House Bill 1241 by Representatives Byrd, also Senator Lee, concerning the creation of a court-appointed special advocate special license plate and in connection therewith making an appropriation.
Majority Leader Escar.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm not sure we've ever done 3 license plate bills in a row on a day, but here we go. I move House Bill 1241 on third reading, final passage.
Are we proud of this? The question before us is the adoption of House Bill 1241 on third reading and final passage. Mr. Shebel, seeing no further discussion, please open the machine and members please proceed to vote. Representative Neville, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Neville votes no. Representative Hanks, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Hanks votes no. Representative Luck, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Luck votes no. Representative Lindsay, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Lindsay votes yes. Representative Duran, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Duran votes yes. Representative Ortiz, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Ortiz votes yes. Representative Ricks, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Ricks votes yes. Please close the machine. With 43 aye votes, 18 no votes, and 4 excused, House Bill 1241 is adopted. Co-sponsors. Representative Lindsay, co-sponsor. Please close the machine. Mr. Shebel, please read the title of the House Bill 1263.
House Bill 1263 by Representative Kennedy, also Senator Buckner, concerning the continuation of licensing requirements for acupuncturists.
Majority Leader Escar.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move House Bill 1263 on third reading, final passage.
Question before us is the adoption of House Bill 1263 on third reading and final passage. See no further discussion. Mr. Shebel, please open the machine, and members, please proceed to vote. Representative Neville, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Neville votes no. Representative Hanks, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Hanks votes yes. Representative Luck, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Luck votes no. Representative Lindsay, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Lindsay votes yes. Representative Duran, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Duran votes yes. Representative Ortiz, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Ortiz votes yes. Representative Ricks, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Ricks votes yes. Please close the machine. With 57 aye votes, 4 no votes, and 4 excused, House Bill 1263 is adopted. Co-sponsors. Representative Lindsay, co-sponsor. Please close the machine. Mr. Shebel, please read the title of House Bill 1268.
House Bill 1268 by Representatives Holtorf and Amable, also Senators Janal and Simpson, concerning a reporting of Medicaid reimbursement rates paid to mental health providers.
Majority Leader Escar.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move House Bill 1268 on third reading, final passage.
Question before us is the adoption of House Bill 1268 on third reading and final passage. Seeing no further discussion, Mr. Shebel, please open the machine, and members, please proceed to vote. Representative Neville, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Neville votes no. Representative Hanks, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Hanks votes no. Representative Luck, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Luck votes yes. Representative Lindsay, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Lindsay votes yes. Representative Duran, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Duran votes yes. Representative Ortiz, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Ortiz votes yes. Representative Ricks, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Ricks votes yes. No, don't run. Please close the machine. With 55 aye votes, 6 no votes, and 4 excused, House Bill 1268 is adopted. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. Mr. Shebel, please read the title to House Bill 1274.
House Bill 1274 by Representatives Michelson, Janae, and Larson, also Senator Gonzalez, concerning the continuation of the Colorado Interagency Working Group on School Safety and in connection therewith making an appropriation.
Majority Leader Escar.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move House Bill 1274 on third reading, final passage.
Question before us is the adoption of House Bill 1274 on third reading and final passage. See no further discussion. Mr. Shebel, please open the machine, and members, please proceed to vote. Representative Neville, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Neville votes no. Representative Hanks, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Hanks votes no. Representative Luck, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Luck votes no. Representative Lindsay, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Lindsay votes yes. Representative Duran, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Duran votes yes. Representative Ortiz, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Ortiz votes yes. Representative Ricks, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Ricks votes yes. Please close the machine. With 53 aye votes, 8 no votes, and 4 excused, House Bill 1274 is adopted. Co-sponsors. Representative Duran, Lindsay, co-sponsor. Please close the machine. Mr. Shebel, please read the title of the House Bill 1298.
House Bill 1298 by Representative Mullica, also Senators Huckes, Lewis, and Henriksen, concerning a transfer from the General Fund to the Division of Professions and Occupations Cash Fund in the 2022-23 state fiscal year to facilitate fee relief for healthcare providers regulated by the State Board of Nursing.
Majority Leader Escar.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move to lay over. Just kidding, Kyle. I move House Bill 1298 on third reading, final passage.
Question before us is the adoption of House Bill 1298 on third reading and final passage. See no further discussion. Mr. Shebel, please open the machine, and members, please proceed to vote. Representative Neville, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Neville votes no. Representative Hanks, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Hanks votes no. Representative Luck, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Luck votes no. Representative Lindsay, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Lindsay votes yes. Representative Duran, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Duran votes yes. Representative Ortiz, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Ortiz votes yes. Representative Ricks, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Ricks votes yes. Please close the machine. With 39 aye votes, 22 no votes, and 4 excused, House Bill 1298 is adopted. Co-sponsors. Representative Lindsay, Representative Ortiz, co-sponsor. Please close the machine. Mr. Shebel, please read the title of House Bill 1299.
House Bill 1299 by Representative Young, also Senators Colker and Fields, concerning a transfer from the general fund to the Division of Professions and Occupations cash fund in the 2022-23 state fiscal year to facilitate fee relief for mental health providers regulated by boards in the Department of Regulatory Agencies.
Majority Leader Escar.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move House Bill 1299 on third reading, final passage.
The question before us is the adoption of House Bill 1299 on third reading and final passage. See no further discussion. Mr. Shebel, please open the machine and members please proceed to vote. Representative Neville, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Neville votes no. Representative Hanks, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Hanks votes no. Representative Luck, how do you vote?
No.
Representative Luck votes no. Representative Lindsay, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Lindsay votes yes. Representative Duran, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Duran votes yes. Representative Ortiz, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Ortiz votes yes. Representative Ricks, how do you vote?
Yes.
Representative Ricks votes yes. Please close the machine. With 39 aye votes, 22 no votes, and 4 excused, House Bill 1299 is adopted. Co-sponsors. Representative Duran, Representative Lindsay, co-sponsor. Please close the machine. Mr. Shebel, please read the title of the House Bill 1103.
House Bill 1103 by Representatives Exum and Ricks, also Senators Quorum and Fields, concerning the creation of a Delta Sigma Theta sorority special license plate and in connection therewith making an appropriation.
Majority Leader Escar. Totally your call. You want to lay it over? It's fine.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Because one of the prime sponsors is not here today, and I'm not sure if he needed to be here, we're going to lay over House Bill 1103 until Friday, April 8th.
Seeing no objection,
Sorry.
House Bill 1103 will be laid over until Friday, April 8th. Majority Leader Escar.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move to lay over the balance of the calendar until tomorrow, Thursday, April 7th.
Seeing no objection, the balance of the calendar will be laid over until Thursday, April 7th. That brings us to announcements and introductions. Representative Montine.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This morning, we have a demonstration of a non-thermal, non-surgical laser that is currently used for treatment of various eye conditions. If you're curious about the procedure, it's set up outside the old Supreme Court over on the other side. Be sure, that place over there, you know what I mean. Be sure to talk with the optometrist through there, and they'll explain the use of the equipment and how it will improve services for patients in your district. So go check it out. It is pretty cool and interesting. So thanks.
Representative Roberts.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Business Affairs and Labor Committee, we are going to meet at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock downstairs in room 112. We have one bill on the agenda, Senate Bill 116.
Representative Tibber.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I've requested and received permission to be absent April 8th, 9th, 12th, 14th, and I'm just kidding.
I think ditto. Representative Valdez.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Energy and Environment, we're going to meet at 10:30 over in LSBA, 10:30 in LSBA.
Seeing no further announcements and introductions, Majority Leader Escar. It's fine.
So sorry, doing some other business. I move the House stand in recess until later today.
I have one quick announcement before we do that. Sorry. Representative Mobley will replace Representative Woodrow on the House Judiciary Committee for today only. Majority Leader Escar.
So you didn't need to wait on me. I move the House stand in recess until later today.
Seeing no objection, the House will stand in recess till later today.